Stephen, end of day 2, what do you make of the position Notts are in?
I think we're in a good position. I think to get 350, I think after losing the toss was a great effort. Obviously led by Ben Duckett, who was absolutely magnificent. I thought the way he, took his options, even the paddle sweeps and stuff, played to his strengths and really cashed in. And when we went out there this afternoon, the conditions were like overheads were in, and it seemed to quicken up the wicket. And then they put a heavy roller on it, and it seemed to slow up a bit. But to get 2 wickets at the end was, made up, and hopefully if the conditions are conducive tomorrow we can push for a quick few, and then 150 for 5 seems a completely different scoreboard.
Let's go back to the start of the day and that partnership in 95 between yourself and Ben. What was your approach going out? Because clearly you want to move the game on, but it didn't actually look too easy batting out there.
No, I think Higgins bowled a lovely spell with the older ball. I think it was just picking your bowlers in your areas really. I targeted Holman a little bit, fell to the short boundary. But I think naturally we're both positive batsmen, so we're going to look to take the attack to the opposition. I think we scored at a healthy rate without being reckless. Just to get as many as we could really, and obviously in as quick as time as possible. And
that century, much more than a century in the end from Ben. You're part of a very special one this time last year, but that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Great to be. He just looks in a different league at the minute. He looks fantastic. I said to him, hopefully that's not his last 100 at Lords this year. I think he's going to have a couple more cracks. Not for us, but he's the way he trains now, the way he hits the ball. He's just on a different level, I think. And we're lucky to have him for obviously this game, the next 3, and then hopefully we don't see him for the rest of the season, because hopefully he'll be in 3 Lions.
Not just a teammate, but as a captain, how is it to have someone that approaches the game in that way? He seems almost fearless.
He is fearless, he's great to have in your side. Obviously, he puts bowlers under pressure from ball 1. That was one of the reasons that it was more his choice. But to open the batting, we felt he could put bowlers under pressure early, which he's proven. He got slice of luck yesterday, but that's what happens in cricket. And he's properly cashed in on that yesterday.
And did you feel like 360 was about par in the end, above, below?
I thought it was above at the time. I actually thought it was probably about between 250 and 300 wicket. I thought we were above par, but Stuart's played here a lot, and he has said on a number of occasions that the weather can make a difference. So if it's sunny, it can make the wicket flat. But then if the overheads come in, that's when you try and attack and take wickets, as we saw later on where it started swinging.
And what did you think of the way that you approached the bowling innings?
Well, I thought we adapted quickly. I thought very quickly we took our slips out and got ring fielders in to try and stop the boundaries. I actually didn't think we bowled as bad as 3.5 and over. I thought we bowled well. There were a few outside edges, a couple of bad balls, but it happens, And I thought the bowlers stuck to the guns. They probably edged it their session, but I think it was more batter friendly than for them in that session.
And it was Lyndon, obviously, you got the first breakthrough. How good is it as a captain again to have someone who balances the side in that way? Obviously, he was playing as a batter last year, but can change it up a bit again this year.
Yeah, he seems to do it. He seems to get a wicket when we need one. He always wants the ball. I think he was actually slightly disappointed with how many he went for, but I actually thought he bowled well. I thought he bowled one cut shot and he tried a bounce that went for 4. Apart from that, credit has to go to Storman. I thought he played magnificently well. He looked like he lined the ball up beautifully. He's going to be a big wicket for us tomorrow. Lyndon's obviously a pleasure to have in the side. I thought he actually batted unbelievably well under pressure. Where he got 40 odd, he looked back to his best.
And that last wicket in the final over of play, how important was that in the context of the wider game and coming back again tomorrow with a little bit of momentum potentially?
Well, yeah, obviously any wicket's important, but to get the overseas player out, the last ball of the day, it makes my decision easy. He's going to open the ball in tomorrow from one end anyway, so Stuart can finish off. But it did start to swing there. Obviously the ball's a bit soft, so I think it's getting that mixture between attacking but obviously defending the boundary and putting them under pressure that way.